So let me give you an example of how this soul quality test would work in real life examples. So I'm considering a job opportunity, and in my conversations with this individual I've known for a few years now, conversation usually 95% of the time, our interactions flow great. It's positive. And then once in a while, something will happen, or I'll say something, or the other individual will say something, and then there's a little pushback, there's a little resistance, there's a little offness. They may be are a little short with me, a little snippy with their remark, and I feel a negative energy there, and it's kind of off-putting, and it makes me go, ooh, like that was a weird vibe, right? And then nothing, think nothing of it. The interaction continues to go on and flows properly, and then not think nothing of it, right? And then the next time you have an interaction, you might say something that rubs them the wrong way, and then you get this like weird energy of like a snippy, short kind of a-hole response. And it can be a little confusing. Like, did I say something wrong? You're overanalyzing. People, sensitive people often overanalyze everything they say. They do. They don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, so they're constantly reflecting on conversations. Like, why did that happen? Did I say something wrong? What did I do? What did I do? What could I have done better? And, oftentimes it's not you, it's them. And it can be really helpful to know, amazingly helpful. Honestly, the most important thing is to find out their soul quality. Because certain individuals have chosen to stay kind of disconnected from their conscience and their self-awareness and their connection to spirit, the way our souls was meant to be connected to spirit. And they have to take energy from their like environment and the people around them in order for their soul to kind of stay alive. Basically, it's just the sacred part of it here, the higher woo-woo quantum realm explanation of it. So knowing that can be helpful. Like, okay, this person kind of gets off on like pulling energy from someone, right? And like, obviously open-hearted, loving people are usually givers of their energy, and then you got the takers. So knowing this about someone, like they have a tendency to be like that, can help you discern like whether or not you want to get into a business partnership with them, or relationship, or friendship. I'm not saying you can't or you shouldn't, but it is helpful to know, like, okay, we could potentially have some pitfalls down the line if things don't go their way. They could potentially kind of turn on me a little bit, make it like kind of reflect and deflect back to me, and like just need to be aware of that and be obviously very discerning, and you'll be able to speak your truth on that. But I've developed this soul quality test that I've been kind of gatekeeping. I use it in all my situations, and in this individual, there's an easy way to know just based off their profile information, like on Facebook. Like I can do this test with the basic knowledge information of them that we can just kind of pull from. If you already know some of this basic information, it's helpful. But if it's not, if it's a new partnership that you're considering, you may not know the details that you need. But there's easy way to find them, and it's super easy to take this test. It's not expensive, but it helps you know one way or another what you're dealing with. Because sometimes people are just hurt people kind of thing, or they're good-hearted people at their soul level, but they kind of walk around, emotionally unavailable or kind of toxic traits because they've got a lot of unhealed wounds. There's a difference between those two type of people, because at least with that person, they do still stay connected to spirit and their conscience, and they have a certain level of empathy. You can probably eventually heal with that person and recover. But there are other people that you might just need to definitely protect and guard your heart and soul. Again, it's not saying you can't be in partnerships with them, but you do need to have more discernment and protect yourself, because it might be a potential to go south real fast, if things don't go your way. So now, knowing this about this person, I'm just praying about my next move. Like, it's a job opportunity I really want, but do I want it to possibly end in disaster, or do I want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells? Like, I got to really think about my next move here, and going to do that soul quality test just to see what I'm up against here. Because if it's a person who has a positive soul, I could work with that, and then some people, I just don't want any more trauma and abuse in my life and toxicity, and especially in partnerships where, your security is going to depend on it. Not worth it to me at this point in the game. I don't want any more trauma and drama. I want to thrive, and I want to be around like-minded individuals. And if that is you, where you're just sick of more trauma and drama from relationships that you had, and would like to know for sure, like, what you're up against in whatever relationship you're in, romantic, business, friendship, let me know. I'm your girl. I can help you with that test. It's super easy. I've been gatekeeping it and using it for my own personal life. And then I just had an aha moment this week. Like, what the heck are you doing? I meet so many people that have trauma from abuse from their childhood or even just their currenthood, adulthood, the shit that happens to us. It's just so painful, and it's no joke. It's no joke. It just takes an energetic, emotional toll on your body, and your health will suffer, your finances. Being around the wrong people will just ruin your life. And I'm not wanting to ruin my life anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm doing the healing, and I want to be more discerning. I want to date smart. I want to work smart, all that jazz. So if you need that soul quality test for someone you're dealing with, reach out to me at thezenzone@mail.com. I don't want to gatekeep it anymore. I want to share it with the world. I really feel like if we knew ahead of time what we're getting ourselves into, we could avoid a lot of drama and trauma. Life is hard enough as it is than to have people working against you and drilling holes in the bottom of your boat that you think they're rowing with you. You know what I mean? Have you ever heard that analogy where you think you're rowing with somebody working towards a common goal, and all the while they've been drilling holes in the bottom of your boat? Or the people that like hug you while they're stabbing you. I mean, that's what kind of abusive, toxic people do. They lie and be your savior, but all the whole while they're trying to destroy you. And I know that's really extreme. Some people, it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum of toxicity. Some are on the low end of that, and then there's a higher end. But no matter what, why would you want to be around people like that? You're a good person. You care about people. You care how you show up. You care how you make someone feel. You deserve that same thing back. Reach me at thezenzone@mail.com if you need that soul quality test. I can help you with that. Super quick and easy. Bye.